Our boy SGDQ here, ready to take on Super Mario World. But one thing I want to remind you, before this race gets going, before this run gets going rather, is that if you raise $2,000 by the end of this run, there will be an all switches no cape race. No, I gotta get that right. All switches no cape. Is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah.
I want to make sure. Okay, so that's gonna be a three-way race happening right after this run. If you guys get your donations in during this run specifically for that.
Yeah, if we get.
There's also going to be potential for a Sunshine Watermelon Festival race, which that sounds as I don't know. You're gonna find out. It's a surprise. You got to get those donations in.
Dude, I love
sounds interesting.
festivals.
You got to do that before the end of the Sunshine race, and again, or before at the end of the Sunshine. That is a race. I'm so confused. There are too many races, man. But yeah, at the end of Sunshine, there is potential for another Sunshine run. So I'm gonna calm down, throw it over to SGDQ. Let him do his thing.
Alright, you should really donate to get Yellow Hat Guy on stream to play a game. The Yellow Hat Guy needs to play a game, so you should donate for the run. But, do you wish me countdown? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is Lunar Dragon, which was donated for, which is a kind of take on 96 Exits, which is the 100% category. This collects all the dragon coins and all the moons. It's kind of just, like I said, like a big spin on the original 100% category. There's technically no glitches in the run, but it's still pretty fun.
No, because, well, my voice. Anyways, he pretty much ate the shell because there's a lot of berries on the apples, and Yoshi can only have one thing in his mouth at a time. So it just helps him get through. Because when Yoshi eats a berry, like just picks it off the bush, he pauses temporarily.
You just heard Yoshi eat the shell right there. So the first couple levels are pretty standard. You'll see me take a different route, like right here I go down this pipe. A lot of the coins are somewhat hidden, so the nice thing about this category is instead of caping over every level, I actually have to play the game, which which makes it a little bit harder sometimes.
A small thing that he's doing is that whenever he runs on a wooden platform, he tries to land on it as soon as possible and stay on it till the end because it pushes him forward as he runs, so it just speeds him up a little bit. Also, you probably noticed that he's not getting any bonus points because that's bad and just wastes time.
Yeah, if you get 100 bonus points, you have to do a little mini game, which I could never get as a kid. You are supposed to collect extra lives with it, and it's kind of like a slot machine kind of game. Not really, but it's based on timing. And I was really bad at it as a kid, so I never tried to get it, and I just refuse to get it now. Fish jump. So Ribbed had a good Mario joke he wanted to tell me earlier. I never got to hear it, so Ribbed, I'll let you take it away.
I'm ready.
I'm ready for the joke. He said he's going to save it. So if you want to wait, or if you want to say it now.
Sure, I'll just get it over with.
All right.
So yeah, Mario's favorite fruit is a peach.
Thank you, Rib to Kill It. Rib has a lot of jokes that he's going to be telling during the run, mostly during the auto scrollers. I'm going to throw it over to him.
We're just gonna not do donations.
Yeah, we're mostly just going to do Rib Killer jokes.
Please no.
If you want to see more Rib Killer, you can donate for the race that's coming up after.
Congrats on catching the mushroom. I always believed in you.
Exactly.
I have a $105 donation from Trevor G. This is my 4th GDQ, and each one amazes me by being better than the last. I'm putting this towards the new Cosmo versus Skater OOT race. Let's make it happen. Also, I have $200 from Eric F. Always love HDQ and SGDQ, and I try to donate every marathon. Great speedruns for a great cause. OOT race. Hype.
So this level's a little different. If you've watched a 96 run, you'll see a lot of people cape over it. But instead, I can't cape over it. So this is one of the levels that had to be rerouted. There's actually a lot of levels that had to be completely rerouted for this. Walconutt did a lot of the routing with the TAS, and then Deathwing had a huge, really pushed this category to the limits. He currently has the world record. I'm not exactly sure what his time is, but he's definitely put in the time for this.
I don't know if this was explained before, but the reason why it's called Lunar Dragon is because there'll be some moons that he has to collect as well in this category, so watch for those.
There is one in each world, excluding Special and Star World.
Yeah, so there's, I think, 7 moons total.
Yes.
I just collect them.
And not every level has dragon coins either, so sometimes you'll just see them just breeze through a level really fast.
Yeah, Nintendo didn't really, I don't think they really planned out what levels are going to have dragon coins, because all the castles except for 2 of them have dragon coins. One level only has 1 dragon coin, one level has 5 or 6 dragon coins.
The chocolate secret.
Chocolate secret courtesy coin.
Nice dupe.
Nice dupe.
In order to dupe a block, you just throw a shell up at the right area, and it'll happen.
So right here, I'm going to be going back and forth to get P-Speed, which is like an SMB3, except there's no really P-Speed little meter, so it's more of just timing based. You'll see me in a couple levels go back and forth. Right there, if you enter a pipe while you are caping up or while you have P-Speed, you can jump directly out of the pipe and start flying right away. So it's just kind of, it works the same in SMB3 if I remember correctly.
Oh my god! 1 out of 4. Way to get the perfect switch.
So that's called a switch jump. Golden kind of coined the term yump. It's a 1-frame trick. It loses time. It's just for fun.
I don't know about loses time, sir.
It loses time in my life.
Swag.
The swag lose time?
We've got a $25 donation here from Soul Devour, who says he's going to donate another $10 when I say, "When's Marvel?" Okay, I'm holding you to it.
Sick dupes. So people might be wondering why he's just not getting 2 feathers in case something goes wrong.
Oops.
And the reason behind that is the fire flower is actually useful for boss kills, as it speeds them up as opposed to just jumping on them.
So this is just, you've probably never seen this whole level before if you've ever played Super Mario World or watched it. So this is one of the few times where I actually see the whole level, so it's pretty exciting. There's a lot of walking, and there's a lot of beetles, and some bats, and some coins. So get hype.
I really love the scenery.
This is tons of fun. This is kind of fun. You can just keep jumping right here, and that's about the most exciting part of this level. I mean, throw some shells up there. Now, right here, last year, Golden was going down in this little crevice right here and then coming back up. I'm not going to attempt that because every time I do, I seem to die. But you can do it, and that's one of the ways to make this level just a tiny bit more exciting.
your speedrun can start.
I don't know if you just heard that, but a loud air horn just went off. I'm pretty sure they're trying to get hyped for this level. This is easily the best level in the game.
It's so good you play it twice.
Exactly. So right there again, you see me do a quick spin jump before I go in the pipe, which keeps my P speed so I can save a second.
I guess I could explain some things about flying. There's like a flight timer if you just do a spin jump. And like it starts off full and it just depletes even if you're not flying until it resets. So like, it hits 0, then it goes back to instantly full. So what he did a spin jump, and then while it still had some, he quickly entered the pipe. And while he still had some left, he was able to fly.
Got a $200 donation here from T Pocket, and he says that he donated for Yellow Hat Guy. Thanks
Yellow
for the
Hat
donation.
Thank you for the donation.
Yellow Hat Guy. I told Yellow Hat Guy that he couldn't be on the couch unless he wore the yellow hat, so I'm glad you're there, Ribbed Killa.
Thanks for having me.
You should all follow Ribbed Killa on Twitch. He's actually a pretty big streamer. He does gimmick runs, which is a really fun game.
That's false, not yet. Still practicing. Don't look.
Gimmick 2014.
Gimmick 2014 indeed.
I've got a $1,015 donation from Seth Bling.
Oh.
And he says, AGDQ 2013 got me into speedrunning, and I've even started running Super Mario World myself recently. I really believe the speedrunning community is one of the best on the internet. Keep going fast for such an awesome cause, and I hope I can be there with you for AGDQ 2015. Thanks very much for the donation, Seth.
Another thing about flying, that it is actually the fastest way to travel. Yeah, that's it.
That's pretty much it. I actually didn't know how to cape pump until my babysitter told me when I was like 8. So I would just fly up and just thought I would just kind of dive ball down. But luckily, my babysitter, Katie, if you're watching this, thanks, because I wouldn't be able to do it without you.
Shoutouts to babysitter. Dude, 6 points.
6 points, dude. Get hype. So if you jump out of a pipe and don't press any directional buttons, you keep your speed. That's really it. It's just a fun little trick to do.
I mean, the speed thing, you don't even need the pipe. It's just, if you have no D-pad input and you just jump when you hit the ground, you will not lose speed at all. So theoretically, you could just never lose your speed and do one-frame jumps, but good luck with that.
Yeah. Not about that.
This is a nice little bonus area that helps you skip the intended second room, I guess. Well, this is intended also, but it just skips you another area of this castle and just gets you into this room faster.
So I was pretty close to getting that full thing. So quick little story. My little brother watches my stream, and whenever I miss that, he leaves his room, comes into my room, and tells me how bad I am because I missed that. So Michael, if you're watching, congratulations.
Do you think he's on a cab ride over?
He probably is. He's probably on the plane. He's gonna walk in here and be like, "John, you're so bad." Then he's gonna walk back into his room. So shout outs to Michael.
Nice family bonding.
Nice family bonding, dude. If you've ever watched my stream, my nephew Logan comes on sometimes. The kid's a punk. He's only 4.
Can we get a quick roll call from the couch, please?
I'm Ribbed Killa.
Yes, you are.
I'm just a person that was told he's gonna do commentary the day I got here.
Yeah, Walnut. And I'm Sweetie T. So normally we would do a trick called wings in this level, but this category is glitchless because it's meant to be more of like It's meant to be more of an exploratory category. So we just kind of took out the wings, we took out the clips, and it was more just like it's just a fun category to do. So right here, I'm going to intentionally lose both my power-ups. The only really reason to do it is because there's a Yoshi coin that's in a really small spot that you really only can get there with small Mario without doing some finicky jumping. Ooh.
When you're in like a 1-block gap space, you can spam spin jump and kind of clip into the ground, but it's really finicky and not 100% guaranteed, so it's just not worth it at all.
Nice.
Yeah, for the longest time, we tried to find ways around it because we didn't want to lose our power-ups, but it's just faster, so gotta go fast. So right here, I can get a new cape in this level. So it's nice that there's capes here, but losing your cape in this game is huge. It can set you back minutes. So we're gonna try to keep our cape for the longest time. So anytime you lose it like in that level, everybody gets a little nervous. But there's one right here, so it's okay. We don't need that, so we're gonna skip it. It's worthless. So right here, I'm just gonna get the red Switch Palace actually. If you donate for the race, you'll see Ribkilla get the red Switch Palace. And that's what I'm excited for, so please donate for the race.
Ribkilla, what's your favorite Switch?
I'd have to say it's the yellow Switch.
Is it because you can't die in that one?
Yes.
Ooh, got you. Oh, all right, it's okay, it's okay. All right, one for 4 right now.
Yeah.
I got 4 for 4 on my practice run, so I kind of used all my luck.
What a waste.
What a waste, man.
I have a $300 donation from the King Koopa himself, Bowser. Hey dudes, Bowser here. You all had better get the 120-star run on Mario 64. I look so handsome and buff in that game. This $300 goes towards the Ocarina of Time race because Link has a funny hat and I don't have to watch myself get blown up over and over again. I hate this block. Tell Duckfist and Sweetie T to leave me alone.
Dude, it's not my problem, dude. You keep capturing my girlfriend. So right here, I'm going to scroll the screen so the charging chuck comes at me a little bit earlier. Oh, oops. You know that thing when they say they've never done that before? I've really never done that before, so those aren't just me being bad. So fairly standard. Oops. Oh, there we go. All right.
The cool thing about the screen scroll is that it also makes the bat sweep lower because if you didn't do that, you'd have to have really precise timings to get by them.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, welcome to 2011 strats.
2011.
Good year.
Ooh. So this level, normally, we just cape through it and whatnot, but right here, we're going to get that. And now we're going to go in this room, and this is a pretty standard room. You mostly just spin jump and then hit a P-switch. So we kept my P-speed there, so we keep all of our fast speed. Oh, look at that.
Nice door.
The most optimized route for that is 358, but 356 is pretty okay. Doors in this game are like the worst enemy. They're really finicky. Wall can explain that a lot better, because he loves doors.
Get to the doors eventually, but right now, he just beat a ghost house which has a save, and the only reason to play the Japanese version is that the save boxes are smaller, so they just disappear quicker and you get back into the game, and it saves around 21 seconds around that area for this run.
So here is a moon. We already got one of them, but a lot of people don't know about that one. So it gives you 3 extra lives. It disappears after you get it, so you can't abuse it. Oh, whoopsies. Oh, it's all planned. It's all planned, don't worry. Oh, lost P-speed. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're good. Don't worry, dude. Everything's planned. This is all scripted. All scripted events to build hype. It's okay. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna run back and forth, get P-speed. Spin jump around some more. So normally you're supposed to ride this thing. I'm gonna keep my P-speed throughout and kind of just jump around so I can skip it. Right here, we're gonna just spin jump up it. So there's a big kind of like cliff. They have to go up and then go down. It's incredibly slow. I like to call it the ride of shame when you miss it. But
Ooh, nice switch.
yeah. So Ribkill actually made the strat for this level. He showed it to me the other night when we were doing our all switches no cape race. He actually despawned a platform, which I've never seen before, but it's the Ribkill strats that just blow me away.
It makes you quit.
It makes you quit. So again, you've probably never seen this before. It is a nice little auto scroller. I would fly and just fly over it and try to skip it all, but there's actually a part at the very end that you have to be on this little skull boat. I guess that's what that's supposed to be. There is a strat for it using Yoshi to jump through it using Yoshi's fly, but it's incredibly difficult and it's a really silly reason to lose a run.
I think it saves about 3 seconds.
Yeah,
overall.
it's a very small thing, but
I have a $105 donation from Gustav Vidner, and his comment is, "Thanks for all your hard work and awesome runs. Let's save some frames and kill the animals."
so right here, if you constantly spin, Kamek, which is the witch, won't go on the top, which is, oh, never mind, I lied. She is spawned on the top, but that's okay.
The reason why he went on top is because he spun too much. You just have to spin it to a certain
What do
point.
you want from me,
stop.
man?
What?
This guy doesn't even know his own game.
I don't even know the game, dude. I just play. Just play for fun.
That's the way to do it.
So again, I mean, I don't know if you consider this an auto scroller, but it kind of is. I like to think of it as one. Again, you see some cape abuse. If you hold B while you jump with a cape, you fall down a little bit slower. So we can make some little tricky jumps.
No, it's also true when you don't have a cape. It's just not as noticeable.
Oh, another thing, dude. I just learned so much listening to Walknut. Oh, 2. All right, let's get 3 for 3. Come on. Oh.
Dang. Ooh, nice score. 1-0. When it was
Yeah.
from time, I think.
I think that was from time, yeah.
We have $15 from CT Conqueror. Hey, CT Conqueror here. Sorry I couldn't make it out for the Super Mario World race, but I'm sure you will do an awesome job. Just make sure to tap left and don't forget the green switch. Donation goes to Runner's Choice.
Oh, what do we got? What do we got going right now, Golden?
Well, I think you're looking for that all switches no cape 3-way race. That
Oh
sounds
yeah,
like something you might
let's
want to
do that. Yeah.
All right.
Sure, let's run, take an intermission for the race.
All right, so I have to do this level twice. So the first time I do it, I'm gonna do the classic Super Mario World, fly over the whole level, and then we'll be back to get the coins.
Another thing about flying that you can't see is that Mario's speed oscillates, but only when you hold forward. So when you let go, it stops at a specific speed value. And a lot of times, runners try to get something called fast flying, which is just you try to stop it on the highest speed value. And it actually makes like a big, well, not a big difference, but a good difference. Like, it could save a bunch of time overall.
Over the course of the run, it's definitely a big time save. If you eat 2 of those berries, the pink ones at least, there's a little, the game freezes for a couple seconds and you get this cloud that follows you around with coins. So we want to skip the pink berries. You want to skip all the berries, but especially the pink berries. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the level that we just did. And we're going to get the coins this time.
This is my favorite level, by the way, because you don't have to do anything, really. If you kept Yoshi, which you didn't, so now I'm just sounding stupid.
It's okay, Killa, I know the truth.
That's all that matters.
Ooh, man.
Very.
Yo, that's a really hard level. The perks of doing that, getting the coins second on your second wave through, is that you can start select if you make a mistake and just you just really mitigate time lost.
Yeah, if I would say I would have got hit by one of those things, I could just start select out a level and start it over again. That helps me so I don't lose my power-ups, and you don't have to listen to the death animation. Nobody likes dying. So as you can see, you can just kind of go under these things. Pretty standard.
S&W is the game where you never see Mario.
Yeah.
Because you're either over the level or under it.
Yeah. So I'm going to wait here for this bullet bill to go by. And right here's a little tricky part, because there's a lot of bullet bills that come at you, but we should be okay. There we go.
Yeah, you're good.
So, Ribbed, how about one of those Mario jokes while we have the Star World transition?
I'm fresh out.
I have a $300 donation from Frank. I've been playing this game since I was 13 and got in touch with my long-lost dad. Your run brings back so many good memories with my dad. You rock.
Thanks. So this is the hardest level in the game. If you mess it up, you lose a ton of time. So let's hope we're okay. All right, good.
Congrats on these. What?
Those are torpedoes.
No,
That was pretty rough.
just doesn't really matter.
We get to do it again, but we get a key this time. So the second hardest level in the game.
A common thing about this level that happens to an S&W runner is that the gate will just despawn, so you have to beat it by the key or die.
Yeah, I think that actually happened to Dram in one of the GDQs.
Most likely, it's happened to everyone I've known that's played it long enough.
Yeah. So again, in Super Mario World fashion, we're gonna fly over this entire level and then we're gonna do it again, but we're gonna get the key. There are no Dragon Coins in any of the Star World levels except for Star World 1. Why that is, I don't know, but...
Ooh, dude,
if you,
263.
yeah, if you look at the top timer, if you get 263, you have the fastest flight speed. And then subsequently lower is the other time, or is the other speeds. So here we go again. We're gonna jump, and we're gonna hold left, and we're gonna pump our cape, and we're gonna fly. So I'm looking for here is the second stack of Koopas. That's gonna kind of be my visual cue for when I need to drop down. And like we were saying before, if you jump, you keep your speed.
A cool thing that I've done once, which wasn't so cool, is that I popped open the key. I thought I grabbed it, so I look away and held right, but I guess the key wasn't solid yet, so I just ran off the edge. It was a good race.
Yeah, the keys and every other power-up in this game takes a few frames to become active.
All right.
So next level, Star World 1, I'm going to try to do a little trick called zipping. It's not always consistent. Some days you'll be the best player in the world and you'll get them all the time, and then some days it's just a train wreck. So, but thankfully it doesn't really. You'll probably lose more time constantly trying to zip. So there was one. That was pretty nice.
Congrats.
And we'll try to do some more as the level goes on. There's another one.
Oh my god, dude.
And another. Oh, so, close enough.
I'm gonna be real honest here, you're freaking me out.
Freaking me out, man. We got another one.
There you go.
And we're not going to go for the zip here because you can actually miss the dragon coin if you zip too far down, and taking it back, it takes a while. So we have to do this level again. It's a lot shorter though. There's actually a key right at the start of it. I'll try to zip down again, but I might have used all my zip luck. So
The thing about zipping is that when you do it, the screen doesn't scroll down, so the game thinks you went too low and just died, as if you fell into a pit.
yeah, if you zip too far, it's all over, man.
And the reason why it happens is that only 4 of the yellow blocks can be happening at a time, so when you hit the 5th one, that one activates, and the first one that you hit stops, so they all just start forcing you down.
I missed the first one, but getting the second one's okay.
One of the things to point out in water levels is that you always want to hold something because it's faster than swimming normally. And that's all.
By the way, Couch, start warming up your fingers. There will be a 3-way race
Yes!
following the conclusion of this one. Thank you guys for the donations.
Thanks.
I'm hyped. So, Ribbed Kill is a huge, outspoken person when it comes to all. What? Oh, okay. With all. Okay, stop eating them. All right. So, like Wall said, you want to just hold stuff underwater. If Yoshi eats too many of these fish, he gets big, and swimming with Yoshi down here is crazy slow. But as I was saying, Ripped Kill is like a huge all switches no cape guy, so I'm really excited to race him in it.
Please don't put any more pressure than there already is.
So we're gonna have Yoshi eat this, so he instantly becomes big. And now we're gonna abuse Blue Yoshi through Special World. Blue Yoshi, if you eat a shell, he automatically gets wings, and we're gonna kind of abuse that to get through a lot of the harder levels of Special World.
There's 4 different colored Yoshis. There's Greeny Yoshi, which is the standard. It's everywhere except Star World. And it's really just the Yoshi just does whatever like color correlates to just whatever the shell that it eats, because red shells spit out fire, blue gives you wings, and yellow gives you a stomp ability, and green does nothing, so Yoshi's just default. Blue Yoshi, as Sweetie T said earlier, just everything gives him wings, because he saw that was a green shell which should do nothing.
So right there, we just reenacted Halo 2.
Yeah, then
Whoever
there's
played that.
sorry. But yeah, there's also Red Yoshi, which is a great Yoshi, and then a Yellow Yoshi, which Red Yoshi just spit out nothing but fire, and Yellow Yoshi just makes everything a stomp.
Yeah, I think the Yoshi tier list, in my opinion, is blue, green, yellow, red. Because, I mean, red
Where's
Yoshi
red?
it's useless, dude. He just spits out fire.
Why am I even here?
I forced you to be here.
I'd have to disagree. I'd say yellow is first.
Yellow, why? Why do you believe Rip Kill? Let me hear the SMW
Because I'm
knowledge.
yellow hat guy.
Yellow hat guy, okay. So everybody's favorite level as a kid was Tubular. We're gonna try to trivialize it using Blue Yoshi. If you knew this as a kid, you'd be telling all your friends you'd be the cool kid on the block. But so this level also has more dragon coins than 5, it actually has 6. But we only need to collect 5 for the category, so we're gonna skip that one.
You can collect all 6 and you'll just get extra 1-ups, but that's about it.
Yeah.
There's no reason to. The reason why he did the crouch jump in the beginning was to kill his P speed, because he would have just like flew straight up and it kind of messes with some things. Because you want to run at the end and then jump on that platform.
So with Level's wings, we can go up and get coins a little bit easier. That level is a big maze, and it's a little bit long. And once we get all the Yoshi coins, we don't have to do any level transitions. We can just drop down, and we finished the level and got all the coins. So it saves a little bit of time.
As you saw in that little bonus area, after he got the last coin, he was spamming his tongue. And what that does is just makes Yoshi quit flapping his wings, and he'll just drop down faster.
And also, when Yoshi grabs the colored shell that keeps flashing, essentially has all the same attributes as each color. So when he lands, he can stomp. When he spits it out, it'll shoot fire. And then he can fly because it's blue.
You know what, Ribbed? I actually didn't know that. I thought that it just gave you the wings when you got it. So you can see these knowledge bombs, dude. So right here, I'm gonna try to get a cool little flower power. If we miss it, it's not a huge deal, but getting it saves a little bit of time later in the game. Like we did before, we used the flower to kill bosses a little bit quicker. There we
Nice.
go.
Oh my god, dude, the swag.
The swag, dude.
And it's so fast too, dude, I love it.
So we're gonna try to keep this flower power. Like I said, we want to keep it so we can use it on the bosses. The next boss is in, if you count Big Boo, it's in the next ghost house, but the next actual castle boss is in Castle Forest. We actually have to keep the flower power for quite a long time.
Oh yeah, thing about the fish is when they get all floppy, you can just touch them and they will just be defeated. The thing that I think a lot of people didn't know is that you can spin the hammers and they'll disappear, which I didn't know that until I actually speedran this game. The same goes for the Chuck's baseballs. Like they'll just disappear, be out of existence.
You can also do it with the Resnors, or in the Japanese version, Booey Booey.
What? I did not even know that.
You didn't know that? See,
No.
look at what we're doing. We're just helping everybody with this game. So, swimming takes too much time. So, we're gonna spit this firepower, or the firepower, and kill these guys. Because if you don't, there's a ton of lag. And it's just...
A thing about the water, as you just saw, it raises and lowers, but that's not the big issue. The main issue is that there's a current and it's always pushing you to the left of the screen. So the reason why he didn't just swim earlier to begin with and just go under was because of the current. It would have just been faster just to go all the way to the right and then through it. Also, I guess something about water mechanics is that P speed is like a hidden value in this game. Like as you run, the game just counts it up. But when you're on a fence or I guess something you can climb on, or if you're in the water, the value just pauses, so it saves it for you. Whereas if you're just on land and you weren't running, it would just count back down to 0. Nice flying.
Thank you for showing people how to do that stage correctly.
That's Golden's favorite stage.
Yeah.
It's a good stage. If you don't have a cape or a Yoshi, it's probably one of the hardest stages in the game. So, thankfully, we can abuse the mechanics.
I have a $30 donation here from Totodile. Loving the run. Always fun to watch. Walkanut. The Lou Staters are on topic 283. Come back and visit us sometime. Let the best nut decide where this goes.
Oh my god.
Save the animals.
Hello, Totodile. You're a cool guy.
Where's the money going?
Oh, what?
You get to choose where the money goes.
To the marathon. I really don't know what's going on, so...
Save the animals.
What?
Save the animals.
No, dude.
Nobody ever saves the animals.
Yeah, because saving the animals is bad.
It's more fun to save the
Hey, man. If you don't save in Super Metroid, why would you save the animals?
Hey, remember, if you save the animals, you kill a speedrun.
That's true. Good point, Golden.
Oh yeah, when you beat Special World, the colors get all funky. And every piranha plant gets a cool pumpkin head. And all the Koopas, they start wearing masks. That's pretty cool. See, like that. That's a cool pumpkin, dude. Don't you want to be its friend?
Nah.
What?
He kills me, dude.
Well, that's because you're just coming at him all wrong.
And correct me if I'm wrong, don't more blue Koopas tend to show up when you finish the special levels?
Yes. I think I think it's all the original green Koopas, they become blue. But I feel like I'm wrong on saying that. But I do know some just transform. Dude, nice sword.
Orbs. Orb swag.
Shout outs to something and Dram. So that's called an orb glitch. You can get it in a bunch of different places in the game, but basically it finishes the level instantly.
In order to create the orb, you have to have Yoshi eat a coin. And as he's eating the coin, you have to spawn a clapping chuck on screen, and it will swap them. So instead, the coin will be... Well, you also have to touch the coin also as you're scrolling the chuck on screen. And as you get the coin, the chuck just replaces the coin in its new position. And Yoshi will eat that chuck, which he's not even supposed to be able to do at all. And the game just doesn't know what to do, so it's like, hey, have this thing that beats every level.
I jumped off Yoshi there because he actually makes the next part more difficult, and I missed the switch jump, so a little sad. But here we're gonna get another cape, and we're gonna do Mario things. So since we already got all the coins in this level, they don't spawn anymore. So until you reset your game. Once you reset your game, they'll all spawn again, but if we do a level twice, you'll probably see me miss all the coins the first time, then get them the second time.
We have $35 from Ken Scott. This goes to not only a great cause and the epic speedrunning, but to Golden's silky smooth voice that gives Morgan Freeman a run for his money. 500K hype. I don't know about that, but thank you.
I guess the reason to explain why the moons and dragon coins are more also included in for this category is that when you collect them, they just don't appear again, so the game kind of saves it in a way until you reset or something. So it's something that the game keeps track of. It's just that there's like no percentage for it.
Are you holding your face? I am holding my face.
Oh yeah, another thing I guess I didn't point out is that when you beat Special World, I believe blue and yellow Koopas walk faster. And it's just those two.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that either. So I'm going to collect the coins again. There's actually 6 coins in this level, but you technically can only collect 5 of them. You have to land in a certain spot to collect both of them, and you'll see it in here. Once I get the first coin on the right, I'm not going to collect the 6th coin, but basically there's a coin on the far right and the far left, and there's another P-balloon that you can get it might be, no, it's not in there, it's on the other side. On the other side, but it's really slow to sit in this animation, so I'm gonna start losing this as soon as I hit the coin and just drop down. So this is the first ghost house, or not the first ghost house, this is a ghost house, and there is a secret boo boss in here. What I did there was I did a cape invincibility trick. Walknut, can you explain that a little bit better than I can?
Whenever Mario has the cape over his back, if you hit anything, it acts like you get hit, but the game just doesn't let you take damage. So you can go through a lot of obstacles just doing that. Also, a thing about this boss is that he cannot hurt you no matter what. The only things that can hurt you in this room are the little ghosts.
And if you look at them, they don't even move at you, so.
You can also fall through the floor if you grab too many blocks.
That is true.
That is true, you can fall through the floor if you grab
I've
too
done
many
it
blocks.
before.
I've done it in a race before.
Same.
All right, brace yourselves for bad puns. We have $10 from Soul Devour. Shout out to this totally tubular and gnarly Super Mario World run. I've never seen such funky skills, and the cause you guys are doing this for is way cool. Having a groovy time watching you all on this Friday night, and hope we can reach that Mondo goal of 500,000 for Siglemic's outrageous 120-star run. You guys are awesome.
Nice.
That was just a special donation comment.
That was a special comment.
Walknut, you deserve a star for that.
Gold star for Walknut.
Thank you.
How about a moon instead? Yeah, I killed the moon.
it.
We have $50 from Zero Zohar, who says Yellow Hat Guy's peach joke was a little fuzzy. Keep up the good work and 120-star hype. A reminder that if we reach $500,000 total raised by the end of the Mario block, that you will see Siglemic play a 120-star run of Super Mario 64. So get those donations in quickly.
So, Rib, what about those Mario jokes? You got another one for us?
I have none. The comment beat my original joke, so I can't come up with any more.
It's okay. What about you all? You got any good Mario jokes?
Nope.
I don't have any, so thought we had something going here, but guess not.
Well, I guess for the people at home, if you want to be good at this game, all you have to do is rhythmically press back, and you'll go wherever you want to go.
Exactly. The best part about this game is that you only go right.
This was the original rhythm game.
I'm gonna get the second Star World exit right here. Just let me do this level again to collect all the dragon coins.
Yeah, thing about those springs that they can be really finicky when you're at the edge of them. So sometimes it's just better to go a little bit more on them towards the beginning. I guess the side closest to the wall, I'm trying to say. Because like while it is true that the further you away towards like where they would flip you, like the higher you bounce, but you can just actually just be on a position to where you just can't bounce at all.
We have $75 from Peregrine3224 with no comment, but thank you for the donation. We also have $75 from Marshy13. A lot of the runs have been great this year. Keep it up, guys. Let's try and kill those animals in Super Metroid.
So normally you use this P-switch to make these blocks disappear, but... And you get like a little bridge where those coins are, but it's trivial. So next up is the famous dolphin level. One of the main differences between the American version and the Japanese version is in the Japanese version, Yoshi can eat the dolphins. It's just one of those little changes.
It's true. Has anyone ever done eat all the dolphin RTA?
I think the dolphins are infinite, so...
Oh, that's impossible then.
Have you done Eat the Dolphins RTA?
I have not.
Have you? Okay.
Do you want to?
Do you want to?
Why not? Sure.
All right, I do have an update on one of the possible things you can put your money towards here, the Watermelon Festival race. We are just about $1,500 shy of making that happen, and the description I'm given here is that it is a hardcore, intense, three-way race of rolling a watermelon down a hill. So if you want to see that, and why wouldn't you, get your donations in for that before the end of the Sunshine Run.
Okay, so something I can explain about the swimming mechanics here is that you have 3 different ways to rise, and you can hold down, which minimizes how much height you get when you press the B button. No, you can just like have no up or down input pressed, which gives you a good height, or you can just hold up and like rise up really fast. But at the same time, you can hold down after pressing up, and it'll act as a brake.
Up next, we have a pretty long auto scroller, so if you want to read some donations, this is a really good time.
All right, hit and refresh here. We have an anonymous $25 donation that says, I logged in just in time for Super Mario World. Love the music in this game so much. Thanks for the donation. We have a donation of $50 from Kevin W. with no comment, but thank you. Let's see. We have $10 from Cheeseburger Shoes. You are a super player. Awesome event for a great cause. Thanks.
Oh yeah, a thing that no one could see because you flew over, I think, most of the words in Special
Yeah,
World.
I did fly. I guess I did. I'm sorry.
It's alright, I got this covered. But in the Japanese version, they take out the letter A, and you are a super player, so it's just you are super player. It's a nice little touch.
We have $50 from Tasker, who says, hey there, baby. Here's $50. Amazing runs. I loved Mario on the SNES as a kid.
A thing about those blocks that just have a lot of coins in it is that they're on a timer. So you can get a lot of coins depending on like how quick you can hit it. Then once the timer expires, it'll go solid after that coin.
We have $30 from Mr. Carbon. Hey all, first time donating, been watching old marathons on YouTube for months. Glad to finally catch a marathon live. Had to donate during the block that sums up my childhood. Put this money towards killing the animals because it's the Mario way. We have $35.02 from Ceruleus. Shoutouts to rhythmically pressing back.
The thing about this stage is that once you get to a certain point as of right now, you see those Koopas flying at you. And basically their spawns are dependent on what you've done and are currently doing. Oh, nice.
Okay. Thankfully, the red flying Koopa didn't spawn. He's the killer of runs. I don't know what makes him spawn, what doesn't. It's, so far to me, it seems random. I don't know if it's, as Walkna was saying, what you do, or I've messed with it for a little bit, but I have no luck.
Yeah, it's like your position in the level, what you are doing, like where Mario's at, like, it's like a lot of things. Like it's probably rare that you'll get like the same exact pattern over and over again.
We have $50 from Mash King, and he just says watermelons. So I think we're starting to generate some hype there. Thanks for the donation.
Yeah. So I saw you just killed the boss in what looked like one hit, but if you just throw 2 fireballs on Chucks or the bosses, and then you just jump on them, that's it, they're done.
Game over, man. One cool thing that you'll see me getting the cape as the level ends. If you get the cape as the music is playing, it actually doesn't waste any time because it's going while the transition. This is another fun fact. This is the longest castle cinematic.
I think the people next door really liked your quick kill.
Dude, the people next door, dude, they're hype. Now we enter Forest of Illusion. It's a bittersweet level. I mean, this world has a lot of really fun and technical levels, but any technical level is pretty hard. So, in this level, I'm just gonna use Yoshi. I'm gonna keep him for, once I get done with the next level, I'll actually drop him. He makes some of the levels actually harder because you can't do all the air maneuverability with him. But I'm gonna switch to Flower Power right here because I'm actually gonna jump off Yoshi and do a little damage boost to get through a sea urchin a little bit faster.
I guess the thing to point out about the world map is that you've all probably seen a red dot and a glowing circle dot. Those actually determine how many ways there are to beat the level, which would count towards the whole 96 exit deal, which is part of this run. Red dots have two ways, which you need to get, and the yellow dots just have the one singular way.
The nice thing about Yoshi is he can jump on top of the sea urchins and he won't take any damage.
Yeah, Yoshi's just like a permanent spin jump. So whatever Yoshi can jump on.
What?
No,
Okay, I can explain that.
If you eat the flower too quick,
Yeah.
that's a pain in the butt.
It's like, that's just like my key story earlier, like if you just try to do something too early, it just won't be like solid.
Yeah, this part's really laggy.
Oh yeah, there's supposed to be an urchin there, but because of all the lag, he did a sprite despawn.
good. Losing Yoshi in this part, while he does generate more lag, it makes it a lot safer and easier, especially for this coin, because we can just wait for it to reach the bottom and just bounce on top.
And I never even knew that. This run is just proving the perks of having community. Because someone always knows something that you never knew.
Alright, we're gonna ditch Yoshi right here, because he actually makes the next couple levels harder.
We have an anonymous $150 donation that says, "Aw yeah, hardcore watermelon race. Great choice in charities." We're getting close to meeting that. So thank you for the donation. We also have $200 from Holy Führer. Thank you for entertaining us with awesome runs this past week and raising money for a good cause.
Oh yeah, the thing that I was talking about earlier before I just stopped and went off on something different about Yoshi is that he's pretty much like a permanent spin jump, so whatever he can jump on, Mario can spin jump off of. So I guess if you just want to know what we can get away with, just use Yoshi and find out.
We have $50 from Fender McBender. I never could figure out how to get to Soda Lake in this game. Thanks for showing a complete mastery of this game while keeping it entertaining. Keep up the good work.
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't know how to get to it when I was a kid. I just assumed that Star World down there was just a nice little aesthetic.
Same.
What about you, Ribbed? You know how to get there?
I did not. I had to look it up.
Was this recent or?
No. Years ago.
So I'm gonna get another feather here because this room is just the worst. You will often lose your cape in this room. Oh god, yeah. And if you sit there,
Oh my god.
if you sit there for too, as I was saying, if you sit there for too long, the boos will actually just all come at you, and there's no way of getting out. But thankfully, the boos were pretty nice today, except for that last little bit. So we're gonna get another moon here, get our nice extra lives. We should finish the run with 99. I think we do at least.
We had a nice number, now it's gone. Yeah, I guess the thing I could explain about like that whole ghost pit is that, from what I understand, I think it's just their whole movements are random. Because I have never seen anyone talk about them having like the same exact patterns in that room.
Yeah, normally if I would have had a flower power, we would have switched to the flower power and just kind of hope that we don't get hit. But sadly, we lost it. So again, I just grabbed that extra cape and it made us pretty safe. There you can kind of see the cape spin abuse.
Oh yeah, you guys just saw him like ran off an edge and just went straight into flying, which some of you might be thinking that shouldn't just be possible. But because there's like this hidden value called the takeoff meter, which is, I explained earlier, which is like what he uses to fly out of pipes that he just enters at times. It's like as long as you have any of that and you just run off an edge also, you will just start flying. Because as long as there's like just anything in it before it goes back down to zero, you can just fly. You can even go through a door and fly.
So there's, we have to do this level twice, so we're just gonna fly over it. I'll laugh at this guy right here. Thinks he can catch me. Too slow.
What?
Yes. Okay. We're good. All right, you can clap now. And the rest is really easy. Okay. That was
So,
rough.
is there just no bottom?
Huh?
Is there just no bottom to those platforms?
Nope.
Alright, good to know. I never even knew that was a thing.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, forgive me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure LinkedIn made that strat. If not, whoever made it, I'm sorry.
I wouldn't know, I haven't followed the scene much as I used to.
It's a nice little auto scroll. If there's any donations you want to read.
All right, we have $100 from Hasufly. Great marathon for a great course. I think he meant cause. Thanks for your dedication to all runners. Thanks for the donation.
I have no idea.
We have $35 from Soul Sword. I've been watching for a couple of years now, and I've been impressed time and time again by the dedication of the runners. Thanks for the awesome event, and good job raising mountains of cash for a good cause. And just an update on the Sunshine Watermelon incentive. We're only $700 away from making that happen. So continue to donate for that.
Uh-oh.
We have $35 from Delta One. Hey guys, so glad you're doing all of this for charity. Glad I can contribute and keep up the good work.
So, Forest Reznor is probably my least favorite. He always seems to give me bad RNG. That's okay.
The thing that he saw, he just killed a saw with his bare head. But pretty much when Mario's sliding, he can kill a lot of enemies that he normally shouldn't, such as the Big Boo.
Kill Big Boo, you can, in Iggy's castle, you can actually slide into the little fireballs he throws at you and actually kill them. Dude,
They love you, Sweetie T.
what can I say, Gold? Mario just brings the hype. Yeah, dude. Bring the hype.
Good level, sweetie.
Step your game up, World Cup.
Dude, we need some Vuvuzuelas. Well, that's why I got that. So it's all good.
It's possible to squeeze by it through that little area without getting hit, but it's really hard.
We have $35 from Qwerty. Super Mario World for the GBA was the first and only game I ever managed to 100%. It took over 2 years, so here's to Sweetie T finishing it in under 2 hours. Also, Watermelon Hype.
Oh man, that lag.
Yeah, this level, even without Yoshi, it's just, there's so much lag, so you'll see Mario just start moving incredibly slow. Is this like a contest for each cheering louder? Because it's getting pretty crazy.
Alright. No, this game actually, from my 3-minute stint that I played of the GBA version, I found a lot of differences that just made me not ever want to touch it again.
The GBA version is a little different, and actually, in the GBA version, it actually counts the Dragon Coins during the 100%, and it's actually, I think a guy named Sereth who does Final Fantasy runs actually did a run of it. I don't think he ever completed it, though.
Well, like, one of the differences is that you can be Luigi, who has vastly different physics.
I'm going to run that category.
Have at it. I don't think you'll get through the sound, though. Yeah, the sound effects aren't... Well, saying they're bad is an understatement. But let's see, other GBA differences is that...
Nice.
We're good.
Some levels-
We're good.
I think in the GBA version you can save anywhere. I don't think you even get asked to save when you beat a level. I don't know. I don't think I got past the first world. Good roll. When you get hit in the GBA version, you don't go straight to small. You go to just Big Mario.
Yo, I'll get back into 96 if that's true. 96 GBA.
In the GBA version, I believe every single level has dragon coins, and once you get them all, they become peach coins. No, there's just like really tiny differences, like because there's only one run button, you can't hold items and spin. It's like everything that would make a speedrun of this interesting is just not in that. You can't do screen scrolls, I think. If you can, I've never figured it out.
We have $25 from Zam Shadow. Thanks for the great stream for a great cause. Put this towards Spike Vegeta's choice if he's around, since he's the one who got me into GDQs and piqued my interest in speedrunning.
So I have to kill these guys because up here is a moon, and it's a little difficult to get if you don't have a cape. So it's safer to just kill all those guys.
Also, this level has like 2 different versions of it in the same level, but it changes when you go through the pipes.
Yeah, so if I would have missed, say I would have not had a cape, I would have gone through the pipes 3 times to get all the dragon coins and the cape, and the moon.
There's gonna be a ghost guy with a fishing rod later. And hold on. So what he just did, there's an off-screen pipe that he just flew under, which is really hard, because you also have to be just barely above the guy with the fishing rod, or else you'll either hit the pipe or you'll be too low and hit him.
Dude, they're getting hyped in there, dude.
What?
They're getting hyped in there.
Dude, who doesn't get hyped for chocolate?
Chocolate. Chocolate is the best. Best world. So I'm gonna skip the dragon coins this time. This is another level that has multiple pallets to it.
So this level is very unique in that your time and the coins that you collect determines on what you go through. Because in order to get to this area, you have to get into this pipe at, I believe, 250 or higher.
Yeah, 249 is where it stops.
And that is the only way to get to the, well, just to get to the chocolate secret. And this level is also unique in that there's just only one lonely dragon coin.
Yeah, this level, as you said, there's only one dragon coin. It's called the courtesy coin. Golden, did you collect the courtesy coin in your run?
I believe I did.
All right, then I'm not going to collect it.
I'm gonna disqualify you. Don't make me come over there and shut that SNES off.
Hey, if you want to race later, I mean, I'm down.
I'll pass.
But yeah, if you collect the coin doesn't despawn. There's only one. It's at the very end. It's useless. There it is.
Alright, so I don't know if people caught on, but when you're flying, the charging chucks, their feet make sounds, and it just completely eats away the cape sound. And a lot of runners, like me, I go by an audio cue when Mario's off screen, which is his cape sound, and that whole area generally messes with me. Because a lot of the yellow platforms kind of go off screen, and sometimes you can just crash into it and just lose speed. And as I said earlier about how this level works based on your coins and time, he's getting a lot of coins right now just to create like a different area. But I believe he's gonna have to kill time because you want to go into the pipe at 2:49. Or else you'll just get straight back to that key area, which is you just will have to either beat the level or just start select out or die.
Yeah, so the timer at the top next to all of my points, I just have to wait until it hits 2:49, and then I can go on the pipe. $248. Okay.
And because he did that spin jump with P speed, the game like thought he flew. So when he went through the pipe, once again, like as he flew out, just pretty much similar to like a bunch of things he's done already, he was able to just fly right out of the pipe. Because he had just like enough on his timer.
So this level, again, I'm gonna just completely fly over it, and then we're gonna go get the coins a second time. The coins in this level are a little difficult, so thankfully when we beat it just once, if we mess something up, we can just start select out.
Steve M donated $50. Had to donate during SMW, one of my favorite games of all time. Everyone involved in this awesome event should be incredibly proud of themselves. 120-star hype. And actually, speaking of 120-star hype, we are $60,000 away from making that happen. And we need to get that money in following the conclusion of the Sunshine block, actually, is when the Mario 64 run will happen. If we have $500,000 raised by then, you'll see a 120-star race. Otherwise, or not a race, sorry, a 120-star run by Siglemic. Otherwise, it's just 70-star. If you want to see 120, you still have time to get donations in.
Nice level.
Oh,
no.
That was a silly mistake. That's okay. We can get another one right here. It's all good.
So what it was trying to do was he was trying to fly through this whole level, which is why he delayed in the beginning. So that way he could go through the pencils in the right cycle. It's one of the hardest things, I think, to do in this whole entire game.
Yeah, I've only gotten it, the full one a few times. I think I have it highlighted on my Twitch channel because I was so excited when I got it.
I've never gotten it in a run.
Is there a translation to Bui Bui, or is it just Bui Bui?
Bui Bui is all that exists.
This is my favorite level in the game. I don't know why. I just think. Unless I mess it up, then it becomes the stupidest level in the game.
Yeah, I guess the thing about slopes are that they're really weird in that they mainly just slow you down. But for, I guess, the way you come in on this level is that they're actually beneficial, because sometimes they're just really bad. And the cool thing about just like angled slopes in this game is that you can just go through them. I know from first-hand experience, many times.
Yeah, if you go through them at the right speed, the right angle, you just fall through, and you just die. This part's a little bit laggy because there is a lot of bubbles. So we're just going to try to eat as many as we can to not slow us down.
Something tiny that I don't think anyone noticed is that when he landed on Yoshi, he landed like near, not like directly on top of Yoshi's, like slightly forward. And what that did is just like boosted Yoshi to Mario's position when he landed on him, which saved just a tiny bit of frames. Just one of those little tiny things that add up.
There's a way to skip this little waiting part right here, but it's incredibly tight, and if you miss it, you're pretty much dead, so I'm gonna skip through it this run. I think Ripped Killa does it a lot.
A lot.
A lot. Oh man, okay. That could have been really bad.
Yeah, if those crushers hit you, it's just, well, if they land on top of you, it's a one-hit death, but if you just run into them, it just acts like you just ran into an enemy. But it's also like a solid thing, so you can't just run through it.
If you look at the bottom, you can see where Wendy's gonna be. It only appears for a little bit.
I don't know if I agree with that, because I could have sworn that sometimes I've seen that and Winnie just appeared in a completely different direction.
Well, sometimes there's like a little fake out. Like you'll see two of them kind of appear, but one's a little bit later.
Oh yeah, for like those kind of boss fights that just come out of the pipes, they just don't exist until they're all the way out of it. So you can just like land on them early and just not hit them, and then you'll get hit. Also, you can hit them from any angle as long as you're going down. So you can come at them at like completely the side, but as long as you're going downwards, you'll hit them. Oh yeah, when you beat Special World, that's what the bullet bills become. They get a nose. I like it.
So cool little fact, if the boosts spawn off screen, you can actually just go right through them. It's just a little fact that not a lot of people know. Oops, that was silly.
We have $25 from
Nice.
Mitch14. Greetings from Canada. Got hooked on these events after watching Golden do his Dragon Coins and Moons run. Keep up the great work and put my money towards killing those animals. Let's hit that 120 star goal.
So the reason why he scrolled the screen there was that there was a boo circle, but because of all the other ghosts on the screen, it just completely despawned it, so he wouldn't have to just try to brute force his way through it with Yoshi.
I'm sorry, Deathwing, I'm stopping for a second before I collect the coins so I don't miss them. He's a real stickler about that.
Orb! Orb!
So in Yoshi's Island 1, the level where I just kind of randomly finished, that's the item that I got.
And I've just been informed that we will be seeing a watermelon race. That has been met, so thanks to everybody for the donations. That will happen after the Sunshine race. It's okay to act excited, guys.
Woo!
Love watermelon.
So here is the final moon. And there are no more moons in this game.
Those little black plants is something that only Yoshi can walk on. Because even though I said like Yoshi's just like a walking spin jump, Mario will just take damage if he's on them. Ooh, nice double.
It's the double.
So there's a reason why he has a Yoshi right now, and it's about to be the next level. And you'll see why. Just one of those like, once you see it, like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. Oh no.
So silly. What?
Oh my god. So whenever a yellow Koopa jumps into a yellow shell, it's supposed to transform into a rainbow shell, but he ate it just as the guy got him before he could activate. So it's just a standard yellow shell. And also, like, flying the first room in that is kind of tricky because there's just a lot of off-screen bats. And the ceiling is really low, so it's pretty easy to make a mistake.
I have a $35 donation from Minion. Hey guys, it's Minion. Just wanted to say good luck to Sweetie T and shoutouts to Cutting the Two, Ribbed Killa. Hashtag friendship. Hashtag fireball. Hashtag rooftop.
Thank you, Minion.
Thank you, Minion.
Minion, you're my hero.
We also have $35 from Emo Kirby. Awesome speedruns, guys. Keep up the good work for the great cause.
Alright, there we go. Mario is weird. Sometimes he grabs the ledge, sometimes he doesn't. I've had runs where it takes about 8 or 9 tries, and I've had runs where you get it first try. It's just a weird, I don't know, ass walnut.
Okay, in order to get into that easy every time, you have to hit it at the right angle, but that's the hard part, because there's really not any good visual cues. But I think everybody uses their own, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But if you just like press up against the wall, then it becomes luck, because you kind of have to like just hold down and mash once you hit the wall and hope you get in. So that way, because Mario will be crouched, and then you can just float in and get in. That's about it.
Excuse me.
We have...
So-
oh, go ahead.
The reason I re-ate the shell there is because it's on a timer, and Yoshi will just eat the shell and I'll lose my wings, and you just kind of fall to your death.
We have $35 from Asher13. So happy to see that sequels Banjo-Tooie and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door made the cut. Here's hoping for that 120-star run.
So you can't get up there with Yoshi, so I'm just gonna kill him and get a new one. Kill the animals. Save a speedrun. Save a speedrun, kill the animals.
It's very important that he keeps Yoshi because there is a key in the stage that you cannot get without Yoshi. Because Yoshi's tongue is the only thing that can reach it.
And there it is.
And now Yoshi's not so important, so...
Yeah, now, if I lose him now, it's all good. But I try to keep him just because it's nice to have the extra... I like to think of it as like an extra health pack. This is what was supposed to happen.
We have $250 from Jake Toady. What would the good people at MSF think if they knew that all of this money came on the backs of a pile of dead animals? Let's not tarnish the image of MSF that way. Save the animals. They always got to make me say save the animals, don't they? We also have 150 from Heiko. Always a big pleasure to watch a GDQ marathon and a bigger pleasure to donate. 120 stars and Ocarina Race Go.
That's okay. All planned. All planned from the start. We can get another cape towards the end of this level anyway.
So, he did a screen scroll, but he couldn't hear it because the screen just couldn't actually scroll. So it just like stayed fixed in one place until Mario could actually start moving it. And pretty much everything that you do just like determines the spawns where the Magic Koopa will be.
Some ripped killer strength right there. That was the last castle. So right right now, I've gotten all the dragon coins and all the moons, and now I just have to complete some levels. Whatever. Not even gonna deal with this. Try to keep Yoshi, but it doesn't always work out that way. The reason I went back and got that checkpoint, oops, going for it,
All right.
we're good, is because there's a little skip in here that you can skip one of the transitions of these sandbars. And if you miss it, you basically just die, so it's kind of nice to get.
Okay. Congrats.
There we go. So, Rib, Mario jokes?
No.
He told me you had some. You
That
said
was the
you
one.
said Sweetie T.
That
Be
was
sure
the
to call
one.
on me for Mario jokes during the run. I have a few to tell you. And now you're just dipping out.
One and done, man. One and done.
Can I try one?
Yeah, go for it.
Why did Mario buy Peach a goldfish for her birthday?
Why?
Because he's cheap.
I have to point something out. I got that in a donation comment and I just chose not to read it, so. We have $10 from Dram55. Hi, I am Dram55 and here is my comment. Shoutouts to Yellow Switch Race. Nothing makes me more happy than seeing Killa and Wall join Sweetie T. Nice orb, by the way. Awesome run! Thanks,
Hello,
Dram.
Dram.
Hello, Dram.
Thank you, Dram. Hello.
So what he did in the beginning is a screen scroll, And what it does, it makes it easier to beat the cycles of the crushes that y'all saw in the beginning. You don't need to do it, but I would recommend anyone to do it because if you don't, you have a 20% chance to get through it. Because you have to get fast flying, there is no other way.
Gosh. Booey booey. What are you gonna do?
I'm surprised you didn't get the quad attack, where they all just open fire.
I did in practice, and I just turned off the console. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. Alright, so the nice part about going in the back door is that you don't have to do the 1 through 5 rooms and the 1 through 6, or the 6 through 8 rooms. It's just faster.
Yes, pretty much the back door. You skip 2 rooms and they give you a checkpoint right in front of Bowser's door. So even if you die a lot, you're just right in front of Bowser instead of having to go through everything all over again. Also, if you hold back and mash B, you can change Mario's speed as in a break. So that's why he was flying really slow right there.
So I need to keep a Koopa for the next phase because I can actually skip one of the bowling balls he throws. So I'm gonna keep this Koopa. We're gonna save it for later.
The only thing that can hurt you in this fight are the Mecha Koopas, the fireballs, the propeller on Bowser's Koopa Clown Car, whatever it's called, and then Bowser himself. Everything else is fair game, and when you hit him, he just doesn't exist, so you can just jump through the propeller all you want and just throw the Magic Koopa up, or the Mecha.
Ooh, I don't think I'm gonna get it. We'll see. Ooh, nope. That's okay. He's still throwing stuff at me. I'll just keep this until he throws the last Koopa out.
What he was trying to do is that after Bowser throws down the first bowling ball, you hit him like right when he's prepping to throw down his second, and it skips the bowling ball, so he just goes straight into his throw the other Koopa's face.
So for whoever's doing the timer, time stops on the first frame Peach appears. So when Peach appears, just hit the timer. I'll still yell it out, I'm just letting you know. Oh, that was such a silly mistake. Dude choking at the last area. Scrub, dude. Scrub tier right here. That's okay. This phase is actually pretty short. Alright, and... time.
Right on.
That's pretty decent.
Did you die at all?
I didn't die, so that's all I wanted to do was not
You got
die.
the ribbed killer.
Got the ribs killer. So, cool
Death
trick
loose?
that you probably learned at SGDQ. If you hold up during the scene, Mario will actually be clapping his hands in the final cutscene. So, my mom really likes it, so shout outs to Tina. And the heart.
And with that in mind, we're not done with Super Mario World just yet tonight, folks. There's one more order of business to take care of. Coming up next, it's the hype race you've all been waiting for. It's time for Walkenut and Ribkilla to also take the stage for the three-way
Hey, what
Super
was the
Mario
time?
World race. Stick around. We're going to take a few minutes just to set up. You're watching Summer Games Done Quick 2014.
cannot believe this is happening. Is this still on?
Kill it, dude.
Don't expect much.
Killer do good. Oh, this is whatever. I gotta take off the mic. Where's the? What am I playing? Oh, alright.
Yo, I was 9 seconds off the world record.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yo.
And once again, a reminder that you're watching Summer Games Done Quick, live from Colorado. All week we've been
How do we
speedrunning
wanna do
games
this?
here. Members of Speedruns Live and Speed Demos Archive, raising money for Doctors Without Borders, an excellent charity. And without your help, we certainly couldn't make this possible, so I encourage you all to consider donating if you haven't already. And a reminder that if you donate during this block, you actually are entered to win some cool prizes yourself, so you might just get rewarded for doing that. If you donate $10 before the end of the Mario block here, you'll be entered to win a Mad Catz Triton headset with Mario designs on that headset. And if you donate $25 or more during this block, you'll be entered to win a Nintendo Wii U with 2 games. So $10 for the headset, $25 for the Wii U. And of course, if you donate more than those, you're automatically in for both of them as well.